So today I have some good news for laptop gaming enthusiasts. So guys, in my recent video on RTX GPU's availability, I said that laptop gaming enthusiasts should not consider buying a gaming laptop for at least a year. But I think I am going to take that statement back. So 2 months ago, I bought my Strix G15, and in that time I can see no direct competitor to my G15, but until recently. So guys, this is the ROG Strix G15 Advantage Edition, and this has a lot of insane specs. So this laptop costs about 1,55,000, and this laptop is powered by Ryzen 9 5900HX with AMD 6800M GPU, which has 12 gigs of VRAM. So 12 gigs is a lot for a laptop. This is powered by a 16 GB of RAM, and this has 1 TB of SSD. The best thing about this laptop is that it offers a WQHD panel with a 165Hz refresh rate screen. So if you are not into esports, then you can definitely make the best use of this 165Hz, and I'll show you the performance difference between this and RTX 30 in different games in a minute. But from the looks of it, this looks completely identical to the Scar series in G15. The screen is the same size, 15-inch, but it has a WQHD panel with 165Hz. The keyboard looks the same. It has all these Aura creators. It has all these Aura creators buttons and customizations. The fan intakes are the same. It has 4 fans. Placement of these fans are also the same. So one biggest difference between this and my G15 is the power consumption. So this laptop is charged by a 280 watt of charger, but my G15 is charged by just a 240 watts. So the power difference is in the AMD's GPU. The CPUs are the same, Ryzen 9 5900HX, but the GPUs are different. So AMD's RX 6800M GPU is a lot more power hungry than my G15, but the performance is going to be better than my G15. The best part about this laptop is that AMD is now offering the SmartShift technology, which uses machine learning to analyze where the power is needed the most, in the CPU or in the GPU. So that way you can get the best performance with the same power input. So let me show you what is the difference between this and the 3070 in different games. So in Metro Exodus at 1080p, AMD scored an average of 113 FPS, but RTX scored 106 FPS. In Metro Exodus at 1440p in ultra settings, it's the opposite. 3070 scored 84 FPS average, but AMD scored 82 FPS in average. So in ultra settings, 3070 outperforms the AMD 6800M. In Borderlands 3 at 1080p, AMD scored 95 FPS, but 3070 scored 91 FPS. Again, that difference is not that much, 4 FPS, but it still is a difference. In Borderlands 3 at 1440p in ultra settings, AMD scored 84 FPS, but 3070 scored 76 FPS. So in ultra settings, Borderlands 3 has a lot of difference between the performance of AMD and 3070. In Red Dead Redemption 2 at 1080p, AMD scored 94 FPS, but 3070 got 83 FPS. This is a lot of difference, 11 FPS difference between the two in Red Dead Redemption 2. So this really shows us that AMD is a lot more powerful than 3070. Now in 1440p in Red Dead Redemption 2, AMD scored 79, but 3070 scored 68. This is again an 11 FPS difference. So in Red Dead Redemption 2, AMD easily outperforms the RTX 3070 series. In Control at 1080p, AMD got 94 FPS in average and 3070 got 82 FPS. So in Control there is a difference of 12 FPS because Control is a very GPU demanding game. So the better the GPU, the more the FPS. Now in Control 1440p at high settings, the difference is not that much. In AMD the average FPS is 60, but in 3070 it's just 57. So the difference is not that much in ultra settings at 1440p. The next game is Assassin's Creed Valhalla. In 1080p, AMD got 83 FPS, but our 3070 got 71 FPS. So that is a lot of difference in the FPS. Now in ultra settings at 1440p, AMD got 70 FPS, but 3070 got 62 FPS. So in ultra settings, the difference is not that much as it was in 1080p. But in any game that we have compared, it's clearly obvious that AMD's RX 6800M is outperforming our RTX 30 mobile GPU. In Cyberpunk at 1080p, AMD got 75 FPS, but our 3070 got 64 FPS. So there is a difference of 11 FPS, and that is again a lot for a game like Cyberpunk, where just some FPS matters a lot because the game is very action packed. In Cyberpunk at 1440p in ultra settings, AMD scored 49 FPS, but 3070's got 44 FPS. So it took a toll on both the AMD and 3070, but you can also see that our 3080 laptop version got 53 FPS. So this AMD definitely sits somewhere between 3070 and 3080. So this graph is a comparison between the AMD and RTX GPUs in 1080p. So in all of these games, the blue line that you are seeing shows the percentage by which the AMD's 6800M is faster than the 3070 laptop version. So in Hitman 3, the AMD version is 18.6% faster than the 3070 version, and in Valhalla, 6800M is 17.4% faster than the 3070 mobile version. So all these numbers show you how fast this AMD 6800M is. And this is the graph for 1440p settings. There is only one game, Metro Exodus, in which at 1440p, our 3070 outperformed AMD 6800M. So AMD 6800M is at least 10% faster than this 3070 mobile version. So comparing it with my G15, I think this is a very good GPU. So spec wise, this laptop is a beast. It can easily take any game, and it has at least 10% better performance than an RTX 3070. And the best part is, it is a lot cheaper than my G15. It costs about just 1,55,000 and my G15 costs about 1,75,000. So 20,000 difference, in 20,000 difference you are getting 10% better performance. The best part with AMD's GPU is that it has a smart shift technology, but this laptop also has its downsides. So the first downside to this laptop is that in RTX GPUs you get a lot of ray tracing capabilities, but in AMD's GPUs you don't get that much ray tracing capabilities. So if you are not a ray tracing enthusiast, then this won't disappoint you. The second con is these GPUs need a lot of RAM to deliver the best performance. So 16 gigs of RAM is less for these GPUs. So I suggest, if you are really planning to buy this laptop, then upgrade this RAM to at least 24 GB. So that way you'll get the best performance from this AMD GPU. So personally, I think this laptop is a very capable laptop. So if I have not bought my G15 2 months ago, I would have definitely bought this laptop. So this is one of the best laptops that you can buy in 1,55,000. So guys, that was it. I hope this video was helpful. If you are planning to buy this laptop, then I'll leave a link in the description below, so you can check this laptop out. So those of you who were putting comments that where can I buy G15, I suggest you buy this G15 Advantage Edition. So that's it guys, and thanks for watching.